late. In, the
What then?
oh no, maybe, you do maybe only one movement and you are already warm. Yeah, it was, but it was very good competition, good good times. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We wait with my wife to go again. Yeah.
excellent.
Mm.
And who inspires you? Who inspires you to do your taekwondo? And is there somebody out there in particular that you idolize and that you would like to be like, or is everybody has to be like you now?
Mm. Oh, everybody, the Grandmaster are great. Also, Master Suska. It's good to
Yes.
have a good motivation. It's
Hmm.
not to. I don't want to be like Grandmaster or Master,
Mm.
of course, because at the end you practice with your body and with your feeling.
Mm.
But it's good to have good inspiration,
Yes.
talented people like Master Suska, Grandmaster Boss, but also Grandmaster Lan, Grandmaster Laker, and there's just so many people.
I've seen you doing some amazing training. Where do you get your ideas from?
Sorry?
I've seen you doing some amazing training. Where do you get your ideas?
With Grandmaster Boss,
Mm.
Master Mayu, and Master Yedut also a lot.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
yes, yeah.
He's
Every year I train with him, and
mm.
it helps a lot. Mm-mm.
So when you go away to train,
Mhm.
how long do you go for?
It's maybe only one weekend, 1 week.
Mm.
It
Okay,
depends. Yeah,
so it's quite intensive.
sometimes yes,
Yeah,
sometimes yeah.
yeah. One of the things that people always want to know is flexibility is a very difficult thing
Mm.
for a lot of people. So, what tips can you give on how to get flexible?
Hmm. Yeah, before I thought this flexibility is very important for Taekwondo and patterns particularly, but without strength,
Hmm.
it's not enough. So before maybe I was more flexible,
Mm.
but without control, without strength, it's very difficult.
And how do you train the strength?
Um, Mostly with isometric
Yes.
um, isometric splits,
Hmm.
maybe also with how do you say, contracted and
Yeah.
relax, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and lots of leg conditioning also.
Hmm.
There
So
is
what would you do typically for leg conditioning? What type of things?
oh, basics,
Yeah.
basics. Yeah, yeah, basics.
Would you do you do isometrics or do you do holds?
Mm, during I practice my leg conditioning during Taekwondo and
Hmm.
isometric and contracted splits during my flexibility routine. So
Okay, and these
it's
are all things that you do at home.
yeah.
And have you ever? I know you say that you can't train it as well, but have you ever competed at sparring?
I Yes, I did before I started to get some result in patterns.
Mm.
So I prefer to focus. Also, in sparring, it's better to be young,
Yes.
and so it's also you in patterns you can compete till 40, 40, 44, like me.
Okay. Yes.
So
Yeah. So did you spar first then?
yes, Yes,
Okay.
maybe when till maybe 35, maybe more. It depends of your each person is different, but
Okay.
I start to compete very lately.
Mm-hmm.
I start to compete in and maybe after my 30 years old. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
it's too late to
Okay. So you weren't competing as a junior then?
no no no
No. 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 No.
no.
Gosh. Yeah. So do you used to compete then for the national team?
Uh, the French national team is very small.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
as it's so difficult in France. I was speaking to Carly yesterday.
mm,
What do you think we can do to increase the growth
mm,
over there? In the USA, Taekwondo appears to be not as popular as other sports over there.
mm,
Just having spoken to a few practitioners from the US,
mm,
they said, it's very very difficult to get funding.
mm,
So what could we do in France to make it bigger? What do you think would work?
mm. Even if the French association could pay for everything,
Hmm?
I think it's not about only money, but because people don't want to train every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
but is that the same? Is that the same for most sports, or do you think that's just in Taekwondo? Because the way that martial arts are now,
Mm.
and with so many things going on, do you think that a lot of people train every day?
In France, no. Maybe I'm alone to train every
Yeah.
day. Yeah. Uh, there is a problem with sports in France, and it's a leisure. It's not serious.
Yeah.
It's not serious. If they practice maybe once, twice a week, and
Mm.
that's it. Even in Taekwondo, it's the same mentality.
Okay.
And
I think
if you want
in the
to,
UK it's probably
sorry.
similar. I
Mm,
think in the UK it's probably similar.
mm. Yeah, so maybe it's a generation, or maybe I don't know. It depends of the government also, because
Mm.
if you are a sports woman or man and there's no recognition or there's
Mm.
nothing at the end, well, it's not, there's no motivation.
Do you
It's
think do you think that's different if you're training for the Olympics, say?
yes, of course in France, yes. If you are Olympic sports, it's different. There's a lot of money,
Yeah.
and this is the only way to be recognized,
Mm.
to get some money, and this is the only way. Olympic. Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. We're
Mm,
trying to start a Taekwondo foundation,
mm,
and the idea behind the foundation will be
mm,
to help support and to sponsor
mm,
some up and coming athletes that find it very difficult to get sponsorship in maybe poorer countries.
mm,
Uh, and also when this is finished, to try and help smaller clubs that are struggling with membership, to be able to advertise and to try and be able to get new members in.
mm.
Uh, do you think this initiative would work in France, maybe?
Yeah, every year we help competitors with money
Mm,
more and more, but yeah, we can do a lot of effort, but
mm,
they need to do also a lot of effort to go to competition. You must train every day, maybe twice,
mm.
and it's a lot of effort Yeah, and it's a lot of money also.
And are you sponsored?
By myself, yes. Yeah, of course. When, as we as we say, yeah, we Mighty Fist help
Hmm.
a lot,
Okay.
help a
How
lot
long have Mighty Fist sponsored you for?
till the beginning, till the
From the very beginning.
beginning. I remember when Dr. Morris gave me the first matrix from his trunk and say, "Try this." It's a new the box.
Was this in Jamaica?
No, it was in the mountains in France somewhere. So
Okay. Okay.
long time ago. It was maybe the first year I met him. So
Hmm.
long time till till the beginning. We are.
What about yourself? So you're now a sixth degree.
Mhm.
Where will your journey take you to? How far do you want to get in Taekwondo? Will you become a Grandmaster one day, do you think?
Maybe if I can practice all day,
Mm.
this is we'll
From
see. We'll see. I just train and we'll see.
from where you are now,
Mhm.
at sixth degree,
Mm.
how long would it take you to become a Grandmaster?
Good question. First rule, you need to to be 60 years, 60 years
60.
old. So
Okay. Okay. So a little while then.
so
40 years.
yeah, no, maybe more, 16, 17 years. So this is the first.
Yes. Would you like to be a Grandmaster though?
uh, I never think about it.
Hmm. Yeah. And in your school,
Mhm.
with your new students,
Mm.
what are your aims with them? Where do you want to get them to? Do you want them competing internationally and nationally?
If they want,
Hmm.
yeah, why not? But no,
Have you?
I'm just happy to teach
Hmm.
because this is normal. If you are international instructor,
Hmm.
you it's normal to teach, to
Yes.
to to have students, to have a school. It's normal, and without students also you are not uh, how do you say full instructor.
Yes.
You are not fully instructor.
Okay. Okay. Somebody's saying
Um,
it take 15 years.
yeah. So for me, I'm just happy if my I have students in my school.
Hmm.
They come and train, and that's it. I have no not big aim.
Yeah. How do you think you will feel, or have you already got your first black belts?
No, not yet.
So how
No,
do you think that will feel when you get your first black belts to know
uh,
that you're breaking waves in France?
of course I I will be happy to have my first black belts in this school because I had black belts in the other school
Hmm.
before in Paris and Brest. So this
Okay.
is my third school.
Okay. So where were the other schools you say?
Before I was in Paris,
Hmm.
and after I was in Britannia, Brest.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Was it similar to teach in those places?
Hmm. Yeah, almost yes. It's not easy in Paris because he has so many schools, there's so many sports. It's huge
Mhm.
also so for the publicity is very difficult. So it was
Okay. So
it was mainly students from abroad.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so many. But
And
I had some black belts in Paris already. But in this school in the south of France, no, they are blue belt
blue belt, blue belt.
because this is the third year, so it's
Okay.
it's not.
And your favorite pattern. What would you say is your favorite pattern?
Not easy questions. Of course, Moon Move is a good pattern, but I feel better in Ulji.
Okay.
Ulji pattern.
And which is the pattern that you dislike the most?
You can't dislike patterns, any patterns. No. If you want to compete in patterns, you like all the patterns.
Okay, let's put it a different way. Which do you find the hardest?
The powerful patterns.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some are very technical, and some are very powerful, and some cover both.
Yeah. So for me, I like, of course, the technical patterns, and I like more. No, but yeah, for me, it's difficult to be powerful in this kind of patterns. It's difficult.
Thierry says, Chungjiang. What are your feelings on Chungjiang?
It's okay. Chungjiang, it's okay.
Chungjiang has a bit of everything. I'm supposing that when it comes to things like split kicks and twisting kicks and things like this, that you find those easier to do.
Of course, I prefer the pattern with lots of kicks.
Yes.
But.
And who would you say is the most difficult person that you've come across? So when you've been competing and you were going to go into the final, which competition were you at when you thought this is going to be really, really difficult?
To me, the category is very difficult. So every competitor are very good.
Yes.
Each round for me it's difficult. The first, the second, the third, and the final, the semi-final. Everyone is for me. I how do you say? I treat each round equally.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe more. Maybe the first is very difficult. It depends of everybody, but for me, maybe the first is very difficult, but each round is important. Each round, yes.
Yeah. Honey Ospina says hello to you as well.
Oh.
She too is a very good pattern specialist, isn't she? I've watched her train and compete, and I see that you became ambassador to the Holland Cup. So do you do a lot of training or in Holland as well?
Not yet, but why not? But I competed a lot in Holland, in Netherlands. I don't know because it was close from Paris, so I did maybe two competition per year in Holland, Open Dutch and Holland Cup every year till maybe 8, 9, maybe 10 years. So that's why I was ambassador of the Holland Cup.
Okay.
This is good competition. You know, in Netherlands, the level is very good, so it's good competition to.
And what advice would you give to all of those students and pupils that are out there at the moment that are stuck at home that will be coming back out to compete again when this is all over. So what would you advise them to be doing now if they want to maintain their patterns when they're in a much smaller space?
Yeah, it depends of everybody, and it depends of the space you have, but you must train something every day. Every day you can work on leg conditioning and also flexibility, or I don't know, conditioning, strength and conditioning. You can do something every day to minimize the loss.
Yes.
Yeah, this is my main goal also during this particular times. I train every day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and
3 times a day.
Yeah, because I focus in Taekwondo in the morning, and maybe also some activation in the afternoon, and during the evening you can stretch, you can massage foam roller, you can do something every day. And I prefer to do in 3 small session.
So roughly how long are these sessions?
Of course, in the morning it's maybe 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours.
Okay. And this is a small session, you say?
Yes, in the morning, yes.
1.5 to 2 hours.
Yes.
Well, what is a long session? So you're 1.5 to 2 hours in the morning, and the other 2 sessions would be roughly how long?
It depends, but in the afternoon you can do 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe you can do plank, you can do activation with elastic band. You can, without warm up, you can do a lot. It's just 15 minutes for 30 minutes.
Yes.
And in the evening, it depends of your. It's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, flexibility, foam roller, etc.
I see you. Were you doing a fitness program? You've recently finished doing a fitness program. Is that correct? Is it for fitness?
Sorry.
Did you recently finish doing some type of fitness program with a lot of different equipment?